Good morning, Garden of England, Saturday morning, Saturday supplement. Weather could be better, it's dreich here. But listen, it is the Saturday before Christmas, dogs barking, so maybe what I'm about to talk to you about is important. No doubt you'll be out and about. Just be careful out and about. People's minds are all over the place at this time of the year, so you can see why accidents can easily happen. You can see why misunderstandings happen, and you can see why frustrations cause, let's be honest, behaviour that could be better. So one of the great mind store tools that maybe you don't appreciate is your bell jar. It can make you invisible to people when you're walking about the stores and through the busy high streets and into the shopping malls and all of that stuff, so that you protect yourself. And especially, you know, there's the chancers out there at this time of the year, the thieves, those people who are after the mobile phones. Well, bell jar yourself up, protect yourself. Anyway, there's a little bit of advice. The reason why I came on is that I found out yesterday, much to my shame I'm going to say, that because I've been so busy putting up these videos every morning, the goal setting process, and also in the background still working on the new course, so it's available at the turn of the year for your family, friends and loved ones, and I suppose for yourself if you want it, an introduction to Mind Store, but full of great stuff, including great meditations and so on. I didn't notice that 5 days ago, now 6 days ago, a really good Mind Store member came on to one of our healing sites and asked for help for a close friend. And you know, and I completely missed it. And I guess probably most of you missed it as well. So, if you're watching this, I'm going to say there's a reason. And the reason is, if you're a member of the COVID group or Extreme Mindfulness group on Facebook, can you please go there, tune into the requests from Pat, and let's do our thing. As soon as I found out, I did it. But I got to say, I was ashamed of myself. Not noticing it, just because I've been busy. But we're all busy and we're all human. So let's get on with that piece of work. So there you go. But also just thinking ahead, you know, there's the next couple of weeks, there's going to be space, I think, for lots of people, just because they'll have space, they'll be off work and so on. On you go, Stella. They'll be off work and so on. That, you know, if you've got a family member or a friend who could do with a bit of inspiration, then go to the interview, send them the link to the interview on here, the first one with Kathleen and myself. It's kind of mini Mind Store course thing, and it's just full of all the things that she went out and achieved, and it just brings it all alive. And then if you can encourage them through that, then obviously they're going to have access to this course. And it'll just change their year, it'll change everything about their life. You know, that's one thing. And if maybe someone you're thinking about has got a project that maybe they keep putting off, and maybe it's time to, maybe they're thinking ahead of the year ahead, and they're going to start the project. In the second interview with Kathleen, oh my goodness, give them a link to that. Because in the hubbub of the recent weeks, a month or so, it's been busy, so most people probably haven't got time for a 40-50 minute interview to watch, to take in, to be inspired by, or even to listen to in the car when they're driving. But now they might have, because it's this time of year where maybe they've got some space for themselves. Think about that. But ultimately, if someone's got a health challenge, which is why I've come on today, but someone's got a health challenge, then the third interview with Kathleen is just extraordinary. And while it's got the big headline, the fact is that she had a list as long as your arm of symptoms, nothing to do with her main challenge, just the things of life, like arthritic pain and heartburn and, well, you know the list. And if you've got a friend like that who's just kind of bugged all the time with stuff, then direct them there, because it's an extraordinary interview. And I've noticed that it's like maybe half of the people who watched the first one only watched the third one. And I've always found that interesting about the health thing, but it's full of hope and it's full of proof, and I would recommend it to you unconditionally. So the reason I've come on is, apart from the health challenge of one of our own's friend that we can do our thing on, just to bring your attention to it, because it's easily missed, then the other thing is, at this time of the year, I suppose, like me, you may well abandon your kind of disciplines. I did yesterday. Last night, I tend to have an early meal right enough, but I decided to have, listen to this, a sourdough pizza. Way out of my usual disciplines. But anyway, it's a time of year, and I thought, well, yeah, I feel okay. Usually sourdough, if it's for good source, I'm kind of usually okay with it. Doesn't really cause me too much of a challenge. But you know what happened? In bed last night, heartburn. Whoa, haven't had that for years. Heartburn, almost like within a few hours of eating that pizza. But here's the one that's amazing. I woke up the household with my snoring. Snoring! I don't snore unless I eat crap. Unless I eat processed carbohydrates. And there I was thinking I'd be okay. I had heartburn, I had indigestion, I was snoring, waking up the household, waking up the whole farm, I suspect. My goodness. Just that simple level of input. So if you've got numerous health challenges going into this period and you're going to exacerbate them because of the time of year it is, then check out video 3. And of course it's the weekend, so you might be able to catch up with the bin bag thing. If you're not been following what we've been doing for the last 3 weeks, then you can do the first 3 days over the weekend of what's available in the 4-day goal setting workshop thing that's here on YouTube. Be ready for Monday. Anyway, have a cracking weekend. And if I don't see you on Monday, because I will post on Monday, then have an amazing Christmas time if that's your bag. Certainly is mine. And I'll see you soon. All the best now. Bye bye.